And welcome back to another Jason FC video, and today I will be predicting the World Cup knockouts. So I just filled in every single game result, so we have the exact goal difference and in turn exact games, so we could get the most realistic possible outcome, and then I actually get to predict the exact scoreline. So instead of just clicking one and like, oh, Germany will win, I could actually put some prediction into it. Again, I will like keep it, and this is like the same thing that I got on that last one where I predicted the entire thing. After this video, I might show how many points that has. I know I definitely got a lot of stuff wrong on that. I could just say 1-1, which is Turkey. Let's get straight into this. Starting with Germany versus Paraguay. And this should be an easy win for Germany. So I will say that Germany win 4-1. Paraguay does get that late goal at like the 90th plus 7, while Germany just gets 4. There you go, Germany's through. Same thing with this one, and I think it would be funny. Sweden won 5-1, then they lost 5-1, so I think they'll lose 5-1. Now, Canada versus South Africa. South Africa barely even qualified, so I don't think they're going to get over the first round, even though Canada isn't in Canada. They are in New Jersey. New Jersey's close enough to Canada. Canada should win easily. I'll just say 3-0. And now Morocco versus Netherlands, which is a very questionable one on what will happen. But I think that Netherlands, I feel like Morocco might make a dark horse run again, but also the Netherlands are just so good that you really don't know what would happen, which is why I'm going to say it goes to 2-2 in this off first penalty shootout. Netherlands make it, Morocco makes it, Netherlands make it, Morocco makes it, Netherlands miss, Morocco makes it, Netherlands make it, Morocco makes it, one penalty left, Netherlands make it, then Morocco make it, which makes Morocco win on penalties. Now we have Portugal versus Croatia. And because Portugal failed to top the group, they have to face a harder opponent in Croatia. But who is Colombia facing? Ghana. You would have rather faced Ghana and been on this. Like, if my predictions, I believe, are going to be like, Colombia's hardest opponent is not going to be until the quarterfinals. They're not really going to have a hard opponent until the quarterfinals, which will probably be Argentina. But of course, I don't know what I'm going to say in the future. So, I think Portugal still wins this 3-1. Now, Spain versus Austria, this should be a simple one. I'm going to say 5. I'm going to give Austria 2 goals, though. They're not going to have any chance. Now, USA versus Bosnia. I think the USA scores, then Bosnia scores after. Bosnia scores again. USA scores. USA scores. USA scores 4-2. That might just be biased because I'm from the USA, but it doesn't matter. Now, Belgium versus Senegal. I think Senegal, after it really proved themselves against Iraq, but it's Iraq, so Belgium should win it. But I say because Belgium can't get anything other than a draw, that it'll be a draw. Then I'll say that it's 4-4 in penalties. They go into a penalty shootout. They both make it. Then Belgium makes it and Senegal misses. Now Brazil versus Japan. This is going to be a crazy matchup. Dark horses versus Brazil, which is why I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a 3-3 draw, another penalty shootout, as Brazil kind of just gets it out of the park, 4-2 on pens. I am kind of going quick because I still have the round of 16 all the way up to the final to do in 5 minutes in. So I'm going to say Norway wins comfortably 3-2. Not comfortably then. I don't know how Ecuador made it after drawing against Curacao, so I'll just say Mexico destroy them. Not true. I'll say that it's kind of close. DR Congo versus England. I think DR Congo puts a real good fight, but England's just too good. Argentina versus Cape Verde. I think Cape Verde will take a real good fight, but Argentina will end up winning 1-0. Now Australia versus Egypt. I think Egypt scores. Australia scores. Goes to a penalty shootout. And Egypt wins. Very unlikely though. Egypt winning a penalty shootout. Mohamed Salah takes the final penalty and makes it. He'll probably take the first one if that happened though. Switzerland versus Algeria. I think Switzerland will probably win this, but I'm not going to say it's not going to be close. I'll say 3-1 though. Colombia versus Ghana. I think Colombia should have this in the bag pretty easily. I'll say 4-1. Now in the round of 16, these are all matchups. Well, you didn't see the matchup. But first one is France versus Germany. I think Germany would score first. France would score at Apple with Mbappe. Mbappe would score again. Mbappe would score again. And then Dembele would get his 5th. And then Germany would score one more, but they won't be able to win it. Canada versus Morocco would be played in Houston. I was going to think maybe it would be played in Vancouver. But Switzerland is still chilling in Canada right now, which kind of sucks for Canada. And I would have gave them home field advantage if they actually had a home field advantage. And then Portugal versus Spain. Portugal, if you just got top of the group, you would have been facing Switzerland right now. What are you doing, Portugal? And because of that, I think Portugal will get out against Spain. You know what? I'm going to make it a heck of a game. They lose on penalty 7-8. Very unlikely, but it happens. And USA versus Belgium. I think the USA barely win this. But of course it has to be a draw because it's Belgium. But they do have Courtois. You know what? It's not a draw. Because the USA would lose a penalty shootout just because of Courtois. And so Brazil versus Norway. I think Brazil does have the upper hand. Neymar will score. Then Haaland would score. Neymar would score again. And Brazil would win. England versus Mexico. This is being played in Mexico. Which again, home field advantage. Could be helpful. Which is why I'm going to say Mexico scores first. But England strikes straight back. And England ends up winning it 1-2. Argentina versus Egypt. I don't think Egypt stands much of a chance. Switzerland versus Colombia. I don't think Switzerland stands much of a chance. And now in the quarterfinals, France, Morocco, Spain, US, Brazil, England, Argentina, Colombia. I think Morocco's run will end here as it ends 3-1. They tried themselves to get out in the 90th minute. They got that one, but it was too late. Spain versus the USA. As a USA fan, I'm not gonna say anything else. Now Brazil versus England would be a good match. I say Neymar scores twice. Well, Vinny scores one and Neymar scores one. Then England strikes back and England scores again. Brazil, England. But because England doesn't have the best goalkeeper, Pickford's not good enough, Brazil will keep on scoring. But England does get, as England misses, Brazil scores. England misses, which means Brazil wins. And then Argentina, I think, will have some trouble against Colombia, but they will end up winning it 3-2. So in the semifinals, we have France, Spain, Brazil, Argentina. this would be a crazy semifinals. But I mean, Messi, he's been playing in the USA for like 3 years now, so he knows what he's doing. So I think that, well, I have to do that again second because this one's the first one. I think France scores, then Spain, then France, then Spain scores a third, then France scores a third and goes to penalties. France scores, Spain scores, France, Spain, France, Spain, France misses, Spain scores, and then France misses, which means Spain wins on penalties, and Spain will be on to the final. Now Brazil versus Argentina. I think Neymar will score, Vinny will score, Messi, Messi, Messi. Then Brazil with Neymar Jr. will score the winner against Messi. After Messi gets a hat-trick and he gets like 10 goals in this World Cup, Brazil will move on to the final against Spain. And now, let's first do the third place, which is just a rematch of the 2022 final. So, just to make it nice, I think I'll just make it the final. Which I believe that was the scoreline. I'm going to check real quick though. Ball knowledge was just exposed so badly because France did not get a third. What am I doing? My ball knowledge is so bad sometimes. I knew that too. But now we have the final, which will be played in New York. Okay. I thought it would be played in like somewhere like Los Angeles or something. But still, New York City's not bad when there's a bunch of traffic and you have no grass to play on. But I think Spain scores the opener. Then Brazil with Neymar Jr. scores his 6th goal of the tournament. I believe, if I've been counting correctly. Brazil scores again with Vinny. Then Rafinha scores as Lamine gets a goal. And then, just say Lamine got a second, which makes it 3-3. I think it goes to a penalty shootout as Spain scores, Brazil scores. Spain misses, Brazil scores. Spain misses again as Brazil scores. Spain scores, Brazil misses, Spain scores. And the final penalty is Neymar Jr.'s penalty, and he strikes it in the back of the net with a nice Panenka and win Brazil the World Cup. And so, yes, confirm. And so, let's just say that hopefully I did good. But I'm just saying, I'm being honest, this score is completely inaccurate right now. Every single game should be correct. But, if I do this is what I played last time. And I kind of want to see what I did because I said at the start of the video that I would show how many points I got. And so I might just be suck at ball knowledge because it says I only have 14 points. I got this group completely messed up. This group is completely right. This group is completely right. This one I messed up. This one I flipped them two around. This one, why did I put two... What was I thinking putting Tunisia... Okay, that one I got right. That one I thought Cape Verde would suck, but no, I got that one right. That one, them two flipped around. That's because of today. And today only. Them two I flipped around on that one. But you should make sense that Portugal, everybody thought Portugal would make it. But on this, I thought Australia wouldn't make it. I mean, Tunisia wasn't a third place team. DR Congo made it. That's right. Same with Bosnia, same with Senegal, same with Saudi Arabia didn't even make it. Scotland didn't make it. Ivory Coast did. Austria did. Australia did. Iran I don't think did. I believe they got 9th on the league, so they're not make it. Of course, none of this is to be discovered, but saying that this is not an actual match makes me worried that I'm only going to get like 10 points. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.